above, extinguish fear, rise above. Extinguish fear.
Guys, welcome back to Rise Above. Thank you to everyone that's been tuning in so far, been sharing my videos. Please hit the subscribe button and share this channel. I've got great feedback so far, but I need more subscribers. We need to get this information out there. Today is the 2nd of July 2020 and Ghislaine Maxwell has been taken into FBI custody. Now, a lot of people are thinking, so what? That's just Jeffrey Epstein's girlfriend. No. Ghislaine Maxwell was not just Jeffrey Epstein's girlfriend. I will say now that I believe she was Jeffrey Epstein's handler. Jeffrey Epstein was nothing without Ghislaine Maxwell. He was nothing when he met her, and she has the connections. She's Robert Maxwell's daughter, a media tycoon, a member of parliament, a suspected spy. He wasn't a suspected spy, he's a member of MI5, the Mossad, and the KGB. So the guy was a triple agent, a serious player on the world stage. And that's his daughter. She is now in custody. Hopefully she's singing like a bird. Maybe she's been in custody for longer. I reckon she possibly has. Whether she's going to last a lot longer in custody, we'll soon see. But this is a big story, and don't underestimate the importance of this. I reckon we're going to see a floodgate of new information about the Epstein connections coming out. So Epstein, Maxwell, Clinton, Bill Gates, Pizzagate. The Pizzagate Chronicles Part 1. Big up Andy Sheldrake, thank you so much for your insight. Remember, there is more to come on this Pizzagate Chronicles. This is the introduction, the emails, the players. Let's get into it.
Okay. So, for anyone who's not familiar with Pizzagate, we'll just give a quick little outline of what it is, what it's all about, for anyone that doesn't know. So, this is basically all stems from 2016, after Trump got in power. WikiLeaks dumps a load of emails. It was like 50,000 emails on WikiLeaks, and it was John Podesta, and this was implicating people like Hillary Clinton, Barack Obama. There's numerous characters in that at high levels, people that essentially run the world. So within these emails, there was some strange sentences that just didn't make sense to anyone. If you read these emails, you're like, what? This is literally...
We covered the codes in episode 1. The food codes, pizza, hot dog, walnut sauce, cheese, and we covered the symbols as well, yeah?
So, we're just going to give you a quick look on the screen now. So these are the FBI paedophile code symbols. So you see the triangle there within the triangle, that's for boy love. And you see the blue swirl, which is like a swirl going in on itself. So that's for little boy love. So that's for like a young boy. So once you get to know these symbols and code words, like the code for cheese, the code for little girl is cheese. The code for handkerchief is...
There's
loads of them. There's like ice cream is male prostitute.
Let me just interject. These codes are the official recognised codes used by online paedophiles and child traffickers as recognised by the FBI. We've taken these from the FBI website, not a YouTube conspiracy theory video, not some nutter off the internet. This information comes directly from declassified stuff from the FBI, okay? Carry on, Andy.
So once you get to know these symbols and code words, all of these emails start to make a bit more sense. So I'll just pull this one up here. This is from John Podesta, and this is to John Podesta. This is from John Podesta to James Alefantis, saying, "I'd love to get a pizza for an hour." So
I'd love to get a pizza for an hour.
For an hour.
So let's get pizza.
No, not let's get pizza in an hour. Let's meet up in an hour for pizza. I'd love to get a pizza for an hour. So to the normal person, that literally makes no sense.
Yeah,
you don't get a pizza for an hour. Get a massage for an hour. Yeah. You have a workout for an hour. Yeah. You know, you watch
go for a swim for an hour.
Go swim. You watch a TV show for an hour. You don't get a pizza for an hour.
Even at an unlimited pizza buffet, you're not like, I want pizza for exactly 1 hour, even if that's a prescribed time for $15.95.
It just doesn't make sense.
It sounds weird. Carry on.
But when you know these paedophile code words, it all seems to make sense. So again, I will stress there is nothing being proven against these people that we are talking about now. This is merely suggestive. I'm just showing you guys what I found, and I know Lance is going to have some input because he's got a hell of a lot of knowledge on this. But I'm going to today be naming a few other names which I don't believe have been named in public. I'm going to name some locations which I don't think have been known to the public, which have been implemented in this. These are not conspiracies. This is fact.
This is information.
This is not me theorising. This is fact. What I'm presenting to you here is fact. So before everyone screams conspiracy theorist or fake news, this is fact. You can all go and look at this for yourself. Do your own research. I've looked right into this and I know my shit. Right. So we're going to get a couple more of these emails up just so you guys can have a look.
All directly from WikiLeaks and Julius Assange.
Bearing in mind, WikiLeaks has never had to retract a statement. It's never lost a lawsuit in court over anything it's put out. So WikiLeaks, we could say, is solid. Yeah, so I would rather take information from WikiLeaks over the mainstream media any day, because mainstream media have been known to be liars. They've had to retract news. They've had to have payouts to people over the years. And this isn't just one news station. This is across the board, all of them. So, WikiLeaks, we know, is solid. So there's a few more of these emails which implicate some of these people.
Read them out and I'll superimpose them on the screen.
So we've got one here from John Podesta. He's hosting on the 10th of April a dinner party for Hillary.
Fair enough.
At Hillary's house.
Nothing to put untoward there.
No, and so John Podesta's hosting it, and James Alefantis is in attendance. Okay. And he's the one cooking dinner. So we all know that's a connection. James Alefantis, Hillary Clinton, and John Podesta. Yeah. They're all connected. Whether it's just a social event, they all know each other.
And if you don't know James Alefantis, he's the owner of a pizza place called Ping Pong Pizza. And he's friends of the Democrat Party, Comet Ping Pong as well. But he's listed as one of the most 50 influential and powerful people in Washington, D.C., although he's just a guy that owns a pizza place. Anyway, carry on.
So I'm going to just get a couple more of these emails from a woman called Susan Sandler. She's writing to John Podesta in this email, just I'll read it out. From Susan Sandler to John Podesta. About the realtor finding a handkerchief. I think it has a map on it that seems pizza related. So there's a map on a handkerchief.
I think I found a handkerchief that has a map on it.
Which is pizza related.
Okay.
So
handkerchief, pizza, map. Now what are those the code words for? I'm sorry guys, this is actually so disgusting. I had to stop filming and refer to the... We have to laugh to in the mood, because what we're looking at is actually overly disgusting.
It's really serious.
So we had to check the code to decipher what that actually means. So
we've got the handkerchief code. So if anyone is particularly offended or maybe isn't going to
trigger warning,
just maybe turn it off now, especially if you've got any kids in the room or anything like that. So the handkerchief code, again, according to the official FBI website, is a black handkerchief means S&M, a dark blue handkerchief means anal sex, a light blue handkerchief means oral sex, a brown handkerchief, scat, whatever that is.
I think that's like shitting on people.
A green handkerchief, hustler/prostitution, grey handkerchief, bondage, orange handkerchief, anything goes.
Right. So handkerchiefs, different colours of handkerchief denote different sexual acts.
Okay, so purple handkerchief, piercing, red handkerchief, fisting, yellow handkerchief, water sports. White handkerchief is virginity with a P there, and that's very important. Remember that, the white handkerchief is virginity. It's virginity. So remember that, guys. We can refer to that later. So in this email we've got from Susan Sandler to John Podesta about the realtor finding a handkerchief. I think it has a map on it. So if we look at the paedophile FBI code, we know map means semen. So that means a handkerchief with semen on it has been found by a realtor.
And is it
pizza related? And we know that's for child abuse.
Children's. Does that mean it's children's semen?
Someone's found some child's semen or a person's semen on a handkerchief, which this is
basically. It seems like what that. It's denoting some kind of code to relating to a sexual act, obviously involving children and semen. So it's disgusting. Let's have some more examples.
So, this woman, Susan Sandler, I took a quick look into her.
We'll put a Wikipedia up on the screen.
We'll put a Wikipedia up, and in the Sandler Foundation, if you Google it and have a look, they are in an academic environment, so around children and students, that kind of thing. A range of ages, but all minors. They do student therapy, Yeah, for minors as well, you know, particularly young children who have been abused or have been, you know, had a rough upbringing. And she's on the chair of that. It's her own foundation. She's a teacher, so she has obviously been at some event somewhere, and maybe it's a property that's been up for sale. I take it that's why a realtor would be in there.
Yeah.
So if a realtor's come round and found something with some semen on, and they're talking about a pizza, if we refer back to the FBI code, that's a child, you know, and she's a person who's a teacher, that alone is enough, I would say, as a parent, if she was anything to do with teaching my kids, to hoist this woman out of that school until she has been extensively investigated and this has all been cleared up. Because
you've got to ask the question, if the woman is not speaking in sentences that are complete gibberish and basically don't mean anything, what could finding a handkerchief with a map on it that's pizza related actually mean? Who draws a map on a handkerchief? Oh, unless someone has drawn a map to a pizza establishment on a handkerchief.
That's it. I mean,
that's the only other.
But why would you need to draw a map to a pizza place on a handkerchief?
Why would a realtor email someone like John Podesta, one of the most influential people in Washington DC?
This is Susan Sandler has emailed John Podesta. Yeah, so the realtor has obviously said to Susan Sandler, I found this, so maybe the realtor's implicated, or, you know, we don't know. Anyway, I just thought that was something very strange that, again, needs to be investigated and looked into if this woman is working with children.
I think anyone that's connected with John Podesta, if they're working with children, someone probably needs to ask a few questions.
Investigated, yeah. So this is from Hillary Clinton to Barack Obama.
Okay.
We'll just get this up on screen because, you know, Hillary Clinton and Barack Obama, this is when Barack Obama, they were talking about this, you know, when they were in power. This is the date on the email. Again, we'll get this up on the screen so you can verify it all. Something in regards to ordering $65,000 worth of hot dog and pizzas.
I've been looking for this email. I tried to find this email for episode 1. And I couldn't find it online anymore because I've seen it in multiple videos. Have you managed to find it?
I've got the email. Yeah.
Awesome, yeah. Carry on, please.
Well, $65,000 worth of pizza and hot dogs to the White House, flown into the White House. So, as a chef, and I've been a chef for 20 years.
What's the most expensive hot dog you've ever heard of, ever?
I've never heard of a hot dog more than, you know, $20 somewhere.
For one piece?
For one hot dog, yeah.
So how many $20 hot dogs would you get for
65,000?
So that's 5 to 100. 50 to 1,000, 50 times 65.
50 times 60, I mean, it's a hell of a lot of hot dogs.
That's a lot of hot dogs.
Hot dogs and pizzas, $65,000. So at any cost, at the very least, these people are being highly irresponsible with taxpayers' money. So I've worked at the Pavilion in Bournemouth when they've had the Labour Party conferences on and stuff like that. And as a chef who is cooking for politicians or anyone of any stature within the country, you get vetted by the police. That's literally every member of staff, from waiters to doormen to chefs to drivers. And the protocol is for the White House, there is the only food that is consumed in the White House by these politicians, by even the security guards, by everyone. All the food that is consumed on the White House premises is cooked and served from the White House
on site
by the official vetted White House chefs.
Secret Service vetted, yeah?
Secret Service vetted official White House chefs, which have been extensively investigated.
People are sloppy.
In case, you know, you could poison a politician from an erratic political view or something like that. That's the reason they do it. It's not, you know, it's easy to work out why you would do that. So at any length to order in food from the White House it's not going to happen. Doesn't matter if you're the President of the United States, it's not going to happen. And also to order in $65,000 worth of hot dogs and pizzas, I'd actually like to see what physical mass that is. $65,000 worth of hot dogs and pizzas. That is, you know, it must be a huge amount. So either there's a hell of a lot of people at this party, it's a private party, it's in the emails, so that alone is something to be investigated. And then again, once you look at the paedophile codes, hot dogs and pizzas, again, this is enough to warrant an extensive investigation into these individuals.
But you know, they're blatant disregard for like just squandering expenses.
Exactly. At the very least,
And so we'll get on to the email. So Hillary Clinton, later on this email, she says, "You're the president, Barack Obama, but I think we should keep our pizza-related activities to assigned locations.
Yeah.
You know, not in the White House, basically.
Pizza-related activities.
So again, like, what is devious or of any concern that you would need to keep these activities to assigned locations if it's simply a party for politicians with hot dogs and pizzas? It's nothing to be.
How many times roughly do you reckon there are questionable food paedophile code words you've emailed? It's not like
Thousands.
Yeah, I was about to say hundreds. It's thousands.
It's thousands.
Because there was 50,000 emails.
50,000 emails from John Podesta's official server. It's even got his cell phone.
Email.
It's even got his cell phone number at the top of the email. It's an official email from this is John Podesta's email. 50,000 emails. And the amount of coded paedophile words in there, it's thousands.
Remember, anybody can look at this. It's open for the whole world to see.
So
eyes wide open on WikiLeaks emails. Anybody can view
just check it out. Even go and check 2 or 3 out. And just see if you can make sense of them. Just see, even that should just trigger you think, oh, something's not right here. Yeah. And these people are in power making the decisions which affect you directly. It doesn't matter if you live in America or not. America's actions influence the rest of the world. This is something that affects
everybody downstream of America. If people say to me, why do you go on about Trump's rights? Why so much America? Well, believe it or not, America is the world stage. America, whether we like it or not, is the pinnacle of the free world and of Western culture. Everybody in the West is downstream of America, politically, culturally, socio-economically. America's dollar is the world currency. That's why America is
the petri dollar. Is what
it's still just about hanging on by the skin of its teeth. But it should have died about 10 years ago, but it's still there.
You know, so those emails alone warrant investigation. Yeah. We've just discussed the John Podesta emails. Now, within those emails, there is a character called Marina Abramovic.
Oh shit, not Marina.
So I'm sure most of the people that subscribe to your YouTube channel know who she is.
Yeah.
And I know all the guys in the cognitive dissidence group. Shout out to everyone there.
We've got everybody in cognitive dissidence and top of the digital side.
They know exactly who this woman is. So if you don't know Marina Abramovic, she is a lady. Apparently, you know, this woman, she's a lady. She's in her early 70s. If you Google Marina Abramovic and then just click images, this woman doesn't look like she's in her early 70s.
Hold the images on the screen.
She looks really good for someone in her 70s.
I've never seen anybody that's 74 years old look like that.
Not that good, right? Anyway, so this woman is, she claims to be an artist. She's just an artist, but she's somewhat eccentric, to say the least.
Slightly.
If you look at the pictures, if you Google Marina Abramovic Satanism pictures, then we'll get a few of them up here on the screen just so you can get a general idea. So this is what we're dealing with. It's got this woman here holding a severed goat's head or like some kind of skull with blood coming off it. There's another one here where she's talking about cutting deep into your middle finger of your left hand.
The left hand.
And eating the pain. Pain. If we just go back to our friend John Podesta, there is a picture of him here just holding up both his hands. So you can see on one hand he's got a 14 and the other hand he's got a fish. We'll get into that later. We're not going to talk about that now. But if you look at the middle finger on his left hand, he's got a plaster on it.
Yeah.
So that, and we know he's connected to this woman because he's been in the emails with her. If you look into spirit cooking, this is what this woman does.
Lovely.
It's essentially a satanic ritual. So spirit cooking is actually it's not, you know, to physically cook something. It's to invoke an idea. So spirit cooking is, you know, this woman, she was getting accused of doing black magic, which it clearly is. But she's Marina Abramovic. Her explanation for spirit cooking is it's not black magic if you're doing it in a certain setting with a good intention, an artistic intention. She's talking about a good intention. These are her words. She says if you're doing it in a ritualistic, negative intentional way, then yes, it's black magic. So it doesn't matter if you believe in black magic or not. These guys do, right? This woman believes in black magic. She just said, yes, it's black magic if you do it with this intention and in this.
Yeah.
But it's not black magic. It's not black magic if you're doing it with this artistic interpretation, friendly environment. You know, that's okay. So, but let's get it straight. This is black magic. She's just said it's black magic. So, anyone with ties to the World Health Organization, Bill Gates, people like that, why would these legitimate businesses, organisations, philanthropists, you know, people be involved with anyone who is involved or linked in any way to Satanism, you know, ritualistic black magic, anything like that? You just wouldn't be if you're a good organisation supposed to be promoting the health and well-being of the population of the world.
Yeah. Microsoft's big new vision was to have augmented reality.
That's it.
Where you have a visor, but so you can see the world around you, but there's a superimposed virtual reality in 3D around you. And the star of it they chose was this woman, Marina Abramovic, who you've just seen. You know, she does some pretty weird shit. As well as spirit cooking, she also does this stuff with all the stars, which we'll show the photos of right now, with the mock cannibalism parties where there's a whole human body, you cut into it,
really strange,
all of the organs inside, all the blood pisses out, and you know, that's really, really odd to have someone like that as a figurehead for a company like Microsoft, the universal company for the whole world, for all ages. You know, Microsoft, Xbox, their software. Why would you choose someone like that? You
Again,
choose someone
Microsoft,
more wholesome.
yeah, it's supposed to be. I remember, you know, I used to play the Lion King computer game on my dad's PC when I was 8 years old, right? And it was, you know, a Microsoft PC. This is a friendly family computer service, you know, for businesses and for families and stuff. It's a wholesome, good business. So why would you want to be tied to anyone, whether they depict themselves and describe themselves as an artist or not? When they're doing this satanic, ritualistic artism, you know, it doesn't make any sense. Bearing in mind these people, when they go to the events like you just discussed, where they've got these whole human bodies that you cut into, and there's all the organs.
And the kind of people you see there are big.
There's like Jay-Z, he's there. There's a massive picture of him and Marina Abramovic. They've got their foreheads together and their their palms on each other's head. Like that. It looks like they're screaming, like Jay-Z's mouth's wider. It's just really strange. Really strange. All these people are linked together, and you've got then Lady Gaga.
So after Marina Abramovic, the whole thing that came out, well, everyone's in lockdown, and probably a new 10 million people worldwide had just red-pilled themselves on all of the stuff on Google that had just been released. Well, not to say released. If something happened at Google, it's disputable what happened, but it's almost like some sort of algorithmic filter got turned off. I believe it was either March 15th or April 15th.
That's it. This is again a whole nother rabbit hole.
That's something totally different.
Who's responsible for that? Who, you know, is that the white hats, the patriots that unlocked something in Google so that we can see?
Or was it that guy that started working at Google in 2017, who apparently Trump installed, who was the founder of 4chan? Do you know about that?
Or it could be someone like Edward Snowden who's hacked into it and just. It's a whole other rabbit hole to go down. So this is the thing about these topics that we're talking about. The more you investigate, you find you want to look into a person, look into what they do. You end up in another 10 rabbit holes from every one you look down. This is why this is so extensive.
The greatest story ever told, man.
Let's talk about a bit like Lady Gaga and her connection.
So after Marina Abramovic got posted up as being the icon of Microsoft's new vision, within 48 hours, 10 million new red pill warriors on the internet had basically just flooded every avenue, every channel of social media, everything online that they could post something negative, posting pictures of the pedo wood, pedesta wood hashtags. And within, I believe it's 3 days, they cancelled it. They cancelled Marina Abramovic, and
Microsoft have taken her out.
So they chose Lady Gaga.
They installed Lady Gaga.
Someone, you know, Marina Abramovic has she provided a problem because people have clocked on that's a pretty dodgy, weird, occult, bloodletting, blood ritual,
be affiliated with Microsoft.
Bucket of semen sort of person you don't really want to associate with Microsoft. So who are you going to have instead? Oh, let's have her protege. Her number 2 You can watch all of the videos about Lady Gaga.
There's a really strange picture of Lady Gaga and Marina Abramovic. And Marina Abramovic, she talks about this event, if you want to call it that. So she says, these are Marina Abramovic's words. She says that what she got out of Lady Gaga, she went above and beyond. She did what was unexpected of her.
Lady Gaga
was trained, mentored. I don't know what in or like she spent. I don't know. I don't know. This is what I mean. Maybe this spirit cooking, ritualistic magic kind of stuff. I don't know. But there's loads about this online. There's Marina Abramovic's been asked about it, and she's commented. She's openly said, Lady Gaga went above and beyond. She did what was she did more of what was expected of her.
I wonder what she did.
They touched a little bit on what she did. They essentially dumped Lady Gaga in the middle of a forest, right? I'm not sure
about this.
They dumped her in the middle of a forest, naked. She was naked, like blindfolded, and just left there. And she had to like find about and like fend for herself. That's some weird shit to go through.
That's like special forces training.
Like or special forces orientation shit. That's really weird.
Yeah.
So again, why would any person want to put another person through that? B, any person want to put themselves through that? And C, what the fuck was it all about anyway? There's a really weird picture of them. I think it was from this event. There's two. They look like bar stools. They're really tall legs, really thin, really tall seats, but like really small seats. And they're sitting, there's two of them real close together, and Lady Gaga is sitting on one looking that way, and Marina Abramovic is sitting on the other looking that way, and they're just staring in this middle of this forest. And it's really weird, man. It's just really strange picture.
Strange.
And again, this is all something satanic and something dark under the guise of artistic.
And it's also like, if you research CIA, MK Ultra, mind control training, it's the kind of stuff you do to break someone down.
It's some weird shit.
If you're going to train, again, this is all this classified stuff, super soldiers, where you can break someone down mentally, and you can Manchurian candidates kind of stuff, alter personalities through ritualistic abuse, shock therapy, overstimulus, putting someone freezing cold for weeks, naked, splashing water on them, flashing lights.
It's a kind of psychological breakdown.
Yeah, it's breaking someone down to their base
then
state.
Build them up.
Yeah, and then you can do whatever you want with them.
And
that's
there's a lot about again. If you want another rabbit hole to go down, look into MK Ultra. Again, this isn't a conspiracy theory.
Nope.
This is like documented, declassified, official documents from the CIA. I think it was from the 50s or 60s.
I believe it was supposed to have stopped in the 60s.
Yeah.
It was documented to have still been going on in the 80s, but obviously it's never stopped.
No.
It's actually something that was developed by the Third Reich, apparently. It's what the Nazis developed, obviously, what they were using people in the concentration camps for, because they could just do whatever they wanted, and they tried everything they possibly could. They did everything they could to someone before they could kill them.
Like unholy, weird shit.
Anything you can imagine, go 100 miles past that. They did all of that, and they realised exactly how you can break down the human mind, so you can use it like a piece of Play-Doh, and you can literally mould it to whatever you want, and someone is literally a mind-controlled robot, and they can not, and once they're put back together, they won't even remember what's happened. They could go about living their daily life, they will remember their life, they won't remember the incident, but they could be triggered by a single trigger. It could be a word, it could be a song,
it could be light,
it could be a colour,
it could be a sequence of light.
Yeah, it could be a sequence of light.
So if you, I don't know if anyone's seen the movie Hannibal. Yeah. Anthony Hopkins, great movie.
Amazing.
So they're using that, the woman which was supposedly captured by Hannibal. And this is in the series Hannibal, sorry, not that.
Yeah. Oh,
in the series.
If you haven't seen it, see it.
Yeah,
It's amazing.
This woman, she's a police student, like in a police school, and Hannibal apparently captured her and he cut her arm off and shit like that. But the way he manipulated her was with light. He used really strange lights.
Brainwashed her, basically.
Yeah, it's essentially brainwashing, which is a technique used by MK Ultra. Again, you can look into all this. This is all online, official declassified documents. This isn't like us saying this conspiracy theory. So it's whatever's going on. It's really strange. You got Lady Gaga in the forest with this satanic priestess woman, Marina Abramovic, who's been used by Microsoft. Essentially, Bill Gates' little thing.
Well, Bill Gates still has, I guess, is the major shareholder, although he stepped down from the board of directors, so
yeah,
he doesn't have an active
might
role.
have stepped down to the board of directors on paper.
He's still his company.
The meetings, but he's still got his people there. Just because he stepped down officially.
Or he's the major shareholder in the trust fund that owns the hedge company for the pyramid scheme that owns Microsoft.
It means absolutely nothing.
Yeah.
So again, that's just something really strange. This connection when we talked about the John Podesta emails, we know he's into spirit cooking because if you go and have a look at these emails, it says from Marina Abramovic to John Podesta regarding his brother Tony. It says, from Marina Abramovic, I'm really looking forward to the spirit cooking dinner around your house, John Podesta's house. Will Tony...
He has it at his house?
Yeah, she will come to your house and do these spirit cooking events, and they're using bodily fluids, breast milk, semen, blood, urine, and they're putting these weird writings on the wall in this liquid, which is the one, we get that picture up where John Podesta's got the cuts on his left hand, and it says, well, this is written in this weird concoction of bodily fluids, cut deep into the middle finger of your left hand and eat the pain. I mean, what the fuck is that anyway?
Yeah.
So that enough alone is to question...
Podesta is seriously suspect. What you've talked about with the cut hand, his links to Abramovich, the art with Tony Podesta's house and John Podesta, Marina Abramovich... Apologise for leaving you on a bit of a cliffhanger there. I had to stop it somewhere. I want this in bite-sized chunks. There's a lot of information to cover. Andy came round and filmed for 2 hours, so there's more to come, and he's already told me he's uncovered more information since then and wants to come around and film again. So the Pizzagate Chronicles is ongoing. Remember, subscribe to the channel. I'm sure the mainstream media is not going to give me any shortage of things to talk about in the next couple of weeks. More videos coming. Rise above.